Hey everybody, this is Miss Florida Hot Picks here, giving you guys another Pick 3 workout. And today I want to share with you the Pick 3 workout for Pennsylvania. You guys, pay close attention to those triples. I was tracking this for the last few days, and I noticed when you guys have straight triples specifically, that there are some hits literally going across. So there are a few things that you may want to take a look at, but I'm going to warn you right now, if you're looking for a date some number, be careful. These may be a type of strategy that you just want to hold on for to the numbers for a couple of days, because the date some numbers can vary. I just want to give that disclaimer right now. Okay. With that said, we're going to start with January 27th, midday. Pennsylvania had a hit of 347. Okay. Now, if you are new here, maybe you don't know how to count out the rundowns. They're very simple. You're going to add each of these numbers down the columns. Okay. So once we put in that 347 hit, we're going to add 3 all the way down this first column. So 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 plus 3 is 9. 9 plus 3 is 12. Now for your 2-digit numbers, only use your ones place. Use the 2. 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 plus 3 is 11. Just use your 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 plus 3 is 10. Use your 0. 0 plus 3 is 3. Okay? Then you add 1 all the way down your second column, 7 all the way down the third column. The next thing that you want to do is you want to highlight your left side, okay? Sometimes, depending if there's straight triples or false triples, these would be doubles or mirrors on the left side. In our case, they're mirror numbers, okay? Now, anyone that doesn't know what the mirror numbers are, okay, write that down. When we say mirror numbers at 2 and 7, 7, 2, they're the same number. They're just opposite of each other. Okay? So like that 0 could be a 5. 5 could also be a 0. What could be a 6? 6 could be a 1. 7 could be a 2. 2 can be a 7. 3 can be a 8. 8 could be a 3. 4 can be a 9. And a 9 could be a 4. Okay? So at least you know what your mirror numbers are. Okay? Now, again, it could vary depending on if what I'm about to show you is a triple straight or if it's a false trip. So let's look around here. We have triple 8, and it happens to be downward slant, a triple 3. Okay, so I'm going to highlight that. Whenever you guys see triples or false triples, pay close attention, because sometimes hits can literally run straight across the rundown. Okay, now normally I would always suggest to use the actual list, the whole list, as hot pick numbers for a couple days, right? But that's a lot of numbers. How can we condense? This is what I found out with PA. Okay, y'all ready? All right. Okay, now instead of playing all these numbers for a couple of days, what I've noticed is you want to take a look at your right side mirror or double. Okay, we have a 1 6 6 1. You see that? 1 6 6 1. I want you to focus on the number in front of it. Okay, you have a 4 and a 9. Okay, this is a future number. Now, I learned this from someone else, but when I saw this, it almost makes perfect sense here. So this 4 or 9 is letting me know that the number that should be coming up will have a 4 or a 9 in it. Okay, 4 and 9, those are the mirror numbers. So again, once you determine that there's triples or false triples, you're going to go to your right side, look at your mirrors or doubles. In this case, they're mirrors. Okay, and then the number in front of it. Box though, so you know what that is. This is letting you a 9 or a 4 may be coming up from this list of numbers. So that's cool. That means you can eliminate numbers you may not need. Another thing, pay attention to this area right here. You see from this triple to this triple, this is a hot area. Okay, this whole area right here is hot, letting me know in to condense it further, that we may only have to look in this area. Now, don't quote me on that 100% of the time, okay? But so now we're kind of narrowing down the area, and we're narrowing down a digit that may play with that combination. Okay. Now, the next thing you do is every time in this area you see a 4 or its mirror 9 highlighted. And you should have 3 numbers, okay? A total of 6 if you're going to use the rest of the grid, and that's up to you. You can do that. It's just something I'm noticing with the pattern. But if you notice they're coming outside of that, then you use them all, okay? But for right now, this is letting me know these 3 numbers could be high. I'm going to write them down. So I see an 892 that has a 9 or 4, and it's literally right between, it's sandwiched between the 888 and the 333. So I'm going to go 892 as a possibility. I'm going to go 109 as a possibility, and 416. Okay, stop right there. On January 29th, 2 days later, 614 played. Yeah, right here, straight across. 614 hit. Okay. All right. Now, again, be careful with the date sum numbers because they're everywhere. Okay. The date sum number 1 plus 29 would be 30. The 0 or its mirror 5 would be a date sum number. Now, there's a couple ways to look at this. There's zeros here. Okay, that could have been an indicator. There's also 0 that plays above it. I normally like to look for numbers or even a date number. The date number is 9, which that happened to be the future number. 4 or its mirror 9. So there's a few ways to look at it. I wish I could tell you more concrete, more study would have to be done. So what my suggestion is, be careful with the date sum numbers if you're really trying to use them. If not, a strategy may be just to hold the numbers for a couple of days to see what hits. Okay, that's my personal suggestion, but only a suggestion. You use what you think is better. Okay. Let's go to the next one. January 28th, midday, the hit was 652. Okay. And so we're going to do this again. We're going to locate our triples. Okay. Now this time the triples are going up. Okay. All right. Now, I normally like to look in between the triples. So let's see, right? Now we're going to go to the right side. We have an 8-3 right here. 8-3 right here. In between the triples. 666, 111. And I see on the right side. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to puzzle in that 5. That's the future number. 5 or its mirror 0, right? Now, because I've noticed the hits coming here, I'm just going to stay in the area. However, feel free to use the other area if they're starting to switch on you. Okay, if you notice they're coming outside the area, but it's still there and it still runs across, feel free to use all 6 numbers. Okay, so we have in this area 5, its mirror 0, its mirror 0. Okay, so I'm going to write down those numbers: 5, 8, 3, 8, 9, 0, 1, 0, 7. Let's stop right there. The hit 098 came out. It came out straight across. So we used the future number, 5 or 0. We looked to see what was between the triples that sandwich that area. And out of those 3, 890, or we have it as 098, which was the hit. Now the date sum number was 2. How do we get that? 1 plus 31 is 32. Now this one I like because the date sum number is actually 2 or 7, 7 or 2. But again, be careful. Like this one took about 3 days to generate. Okay, so someone would have had to hold on to those numbers for about 3 days and they came up. Okay, again, use it as at your discretion. Okay, all right, let's do another one. January 31st evening, 098. Remember that just hit. And again, we went ahead and did the rundown. Now we have triples. Okay. Test this out if you see them with false triples, but the last few days they've been with straight triples, okay? All right, so now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to look in between this area. I'm going to focus on this area right here. I'm going to go to the right side, okay? And I'm going to look at the number in front of that mirror. Sometimes there'll be doubles, but right now we're looking at mirrors, right? In that same area, I've got 8. So I'm going to go, it's mirror 3. Should be about 3 in that area. Okay. Then I'm going to simply write down those numbers. 236. Okay. 543. 850. Okay. Now, literally the next day, 623 hit. Can't make it up. 623 hit. Okay. We had it as 236. And let me do that. Okay. Now the date sum number we have would be 3. 2 plus 1 would be 3. Now there's a few ways to look at it. I see the double 3s running right into the hit. That's a possibility. I see the day number of 1 on the left side. You see there, some states are like, they kind of give you something, but again, they're off and on. So my personal suggestion, be careful with this. Play on paper as usual. But if you want to hold on to the numbers for a couple days, that could be something beneficial to you as well. Okay. So with that said, I hope that this helps when you guys see triples. That may give you an idea of where you want to look, what numbers you may want to utilize, and just study. If you start notice the pattern is off with the triples and they're doing something else, you go with the pattern. Okay. But I definitely hope those future numbers help eliminate having to play all the numbers across, and at least it gives you an idea, hey, what could be hot. Okay, PA, I hope this was helpful. Let me know how you're doing with this in the comments, and I will see you guys on the next video. Enjoy.